Whoa. Close it down. What's up, people? Nobody's here yet. Oh, man. Chilling. Just got home. That I know. Hey, what's up? What's up, man? What's up, Turner? What's up, Rich Turner? I want to talk about something I really don't think is discussed often. And I'm just doing this from scratch. I'm not, this ain't no about this subject, okay? So I'm not trying to go at anybody. A couple of brothers I actually respect. You know what I'm saying? I got respect for Minister Jap, even though me and him may disagree on a few subjects. I respect that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I saw he had a video called She's Too Old to Mold or something. I hadn't watched it. I saw O'Shea and LAR did a video. They was just, I don't know, they probably was, LAR real fair brother. He seemed like a real fair brother. Like he ain't gonna just come at a subject from just a, you know, just 100%, what's the word? Like just everything the man does is right perspective. He ain't like that. He's a fair brother. So O'Shea, you know, he a fair brother too. So I will probably check that video out later. But guys, I want to jump on this subject about love for a second. Because I get it. As men, when you give your heart to a woman, if she ain't got no character, or if she's childish and selfish and immature, you know, it's a roller coaster. So we as black men, a lot of times don't feel as though we can afford to fall in love with somebody. And because a lot of times when people tell me I'm falling in love, you remove all logic. You do, right? But that's just for a season, to be completely honest with you. And I'm just taking from experience. That's for a season. I done had women and we in that little lovey-dovey stage early in the relationship. And then as time goes on, that shit wear off. I don't care how fat the ass is, how good she do whatever she do in the bedroom, how pretty she is, whatever. Eventually, that shit wears off. And you start speaking, you could be the biggest simp in the world. If you marry a woman, you know what I'm saying? I've seen this happen before. Guys treat their women, worship their women, then they get with them and next thing you know, they cussing them out. And the woman feels like, well, he changed, you know. So the point I'm trying to make is this, man. You know, being with somebody is okay. That's the point. That's pretty much the gist of this video. That's what the subject of this video is going to be. That it's okay, man. Like, I feel like we as brothers, especially around other brothers, we tend to, in this day and age, with it being a simp witch hunt, because that's what we own right now. It's a witch hunt to call black men simps if they dare express feelings for a woman. And the reason I'm making this video, Boyce Watkins, for those of you that don't know, put a video up last week where he proposed to his woman. And I don't know her from a can of paint. And it ain't my business to assume and project a lot of shit on that woman. It just isn't. I don't know her. And one thing I think, man, people got to understand, the internet is the internet. I don't get in folks' personal business and their personal lives. You see what I'm saying? If me and you disagree, or if I disagree with somebody, it's really clearly just a logical thing or a worldview thing. It's, you know, I'm not going to go and make a video dogging Boyce about him expressing his love for his woman. That's him. If he likes it, I love it. They the ones got to wake up next to each other. They the ones supposed to be with each other to death do them part. And if it don't work out, it don't work out. That's it. You still believe in black love? So do I, man. Like, it's almost like, and I think what the thing is, we got to look at the internet, and this is one of the greatest examples of it. You got to understand, guys, the internet is full of a bunch of 20-something guys who are still single, who have no children, who have probably been in one or two serious relationships in their lives. And these guys pretty much are making you see. But I want you guys to understand something. YouTube is a very, very fractional part of the black community. Very fractional. Don't for 1 second come to YouTube and think that this is you getting a understanding of the whole of America. Nah. A lot of these brothers are, I ain't gonna say, I'm not gonna use the word incels. I'm just saying that a lot of these brothers that are in these situations and circumstances right now on YouTube, that some of them may feel a certain way. Because I've seen some comments, people going in on boys. And I'm like, damn, boys can't express love for a woman, for a black woman? Damn. I mean, I'm just being straight up. Like, he said, because when I watched the video, he said, he met her in 1993. I'm like, shit, 26 years ago? So she must have meant something to him for him to still be trying to get out after all these years. Maybe they've been friends. I don't know. It ain't my place to try to figure folks shit out. Let that man live his life. Let them people go out there and get married. If they gonna get married, let them do it. I think a lot of times, man, we try to play the damn dick. Ain't we dick police and Boyce Watkins? Let them, if that man want to marry that woman, let him do it. I'm pulling for them. I'm pulling for them to have a successful marriage, for it to be fruitful economically. I hope they do well, man. I'm always pulling for that. You know what I'm saying? We need more of that. Brothers, I'm gonna say something. If you listen to this video and you young, man, it's okay to love a black woman. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's because what the whole premise is, all black women ain't shit. See what I'm saying? So no black woman deserves a wedding ring. None. This is the premise. You know what I'm saying? All black women ain't shit. And see, I don't think that. And neither does most of black America. Most black men don't think that shit for real. They don't. Only on YouTube will you come, and because that's why everybody's making fun of Boyce Watkins. Not everybody's. I hadn't watched everybody's video, but I've seen a couple of comments where people been going in on Boyce for that shit. And I'm like, y'all some miserable, hating ass, like miserable, like full of hatred and anger motherfuckers. It just is, man. It's a lot of angry, bitter ass black men out here. And there's a lot of young ones that ain't. I'm like, motherfucker, you 23. Fuck you doing type? You 23 years old. Why are you so angry at black women? What did some girl do and hate to you? Some 18-year-old girl probably giggled and laughed at your ass and crushed your little ego. And now you on the internet angry at every time you see somebody even dare express that they care for somebody. I don't know what I don't know the inner workings of their relationship. So you know what? I'm not a hoe. Like a lot of times niggas be hoes. They be wanting to get inside of people's business and be trying to know, oh man, what's going on? Niggas is like gossiping out here, trying to find out what's going on with him and her relationship. That's their business. As men, we stay out that shit. We supposed to. If they arguing, that's their business. Whatever the fuck going on, that's them. I don't know, man. It's real popular nowadays to shame black men. If a black man say, hey man, this is my woman, I love her. You know, we love each other. We finna make a vow before God. We finna go ahead and get married. We finna be together. You know how many niggas, if I came and made a video like that, how many niggas would come at me and call me this and call me that? Good luck with that. Like those types of comments. So what you really saying is all black women ain't shit. And then you didn't turn around and get mad at people like Crystal and Karazan who say all black men ain't shit. You're doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And then when you start going into statistics and say, well, hey, what about child support? What about this? What about that? I'm like, okay, you can cite all that shit. You mean to tell me you can't find one good woman? So you mean to tell me, so the question is, if you have been living in this earth, in this country, for the last X amount of years you've been on this planet, you're high on up, you ain't met one good woman that you could settle down with and be cool. A lot of times, I'm gonna be honest with you, I met a lot of chicks that were good women, but I wasn't ready because I was still trying to be a hoe. I'm gonna just be straight up. You know what I'm saying? That I'm just being as I'm old and mature enough to sit here and say, you know, you talk about the one that got away. Like, man, I should have got with this chick. This chick. At the time when I was 23, 24 years old, I wasn't thinking like that. At 23 years old, you young, you feel like you got all the choices and options in the world. I'm on Tuskegee campus. I got the best looking women on the campus. I can talk to this chick I could talk to this chick over here, this chick over here. I'm not finna go out here and settle down at 24. But then you get older and you be like, damn, she had a nice body. She was pretty. She was loyal. She had my back. Dang, I should. And guys, I mean, we all got those. If you a guy of any type of caliber, see, this is what we're getting into now. If you a guy that has anything fly about you, you done had some women that you can sit back and say, I had good choices, man. I have. And I blew this one, I blew this one, I blew this one. Or you might be in a relationship with somebody and you be like, man, she got my back, man. We done been through a lot. You know what I'm saying? This, that, you know, we done been in the ups and downs. You know I can trust her. I can turn my back and leave. Any nigga can step to it and know that nigga ain't worried about. That's where I'm at with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? The person I'm with now, I don't worry about it. I don't. Dudes try to, I'm like, okay. I don't sweat it. Not to say I'm with somebody that's perfect. I'm just saying in general, guys, I don't know. I just see a lot of people want to make fun of that dude. Boyston made some dumb choices in how he handles the women that's been on his channel. I will agree. But man, who am I to condemn this brother for trying to settle down and have a family, bro? Like, if he know that chick, I don't know, man. I don't know if he's prayerful about the situation. He chose a good woman that's gonna have his back. That's gonna be a good. If they do have kids, if they adopt, whatever, she gonna be a good mother. She gonna be a good to his mama, to his family, to his kids. And shit, if he like it, I love it. Black folk want to play the damn relationship police. That's why, and I'm gonna tell you why. That's why you see so many videos about relationships on YouTube. That's all we want to talk about is relationships and dating and shit like that, because that's a hot subject to us. You know what I'm saying? I just, that's it. You know what I'm saying? King K said he let some good women get away. Come on, guys. I mean, that's me. I think and I'm sure women will say, I've had women come back that I was crazy about back in the day and say, you know what? I should have hollered at you. Now I ain't studying their ass half the time when they say that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't hold themselves together. But a lot of women, man, they say the same thing. And every time, you know, I've had good women. I wasn't ready. I had one from, where's she from? She was from Little Rock, Arkansas. Went to Tuskegee. Real beautiful. Looked like Laura Winslow. That's exactly, she looked just like her, but with hips and ass. And then she was in the ministry. Real cool chick, man. Crazy about me. You know why I left her alone? I'm gonna tell y'all this. Y'all gonna laugh at this now. With all I just described, you know why I ain't like her? Because she smothered me. I felt smothered. She fell in love hard. I mean, she was crazy. She was super in love with my ass. And it turned me off. That's what kids do. I was a kid, man. I was stupid. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, dang, every day dang. You know, I got tired of it. You know what I'm saying? I got tired of it. I felt smothered. I felt like she followed me. Like, I would go to the calf. She wanted to with me every day. She wanted to come. She wanted to hang out every day. She wanted to call me all hours of the night, every night. And I was like, come on, man, pull back a little bit. It was a turnoff. Then when I stopped talking to her, about 2 years later, right when I was getting ready to leave Tuskegee, I remember looking at her one day like, damn, she is beautiful. Chick is beautiful. Damn, what was I thinking? Guess what? She was engaged. And I still think she liked me. Even up until the point she got engaged, I still think she felt like I was the one that got away. One day we was talking. She was engaged. We was talking. And I had something on the edge of my tongue I wanted to say. But hold on, let me send a text. But yeah, man, we done all had those stories of women that we kind of let slip through our fingers. And if you didn't, maybe that's telling you something, guys. If you've been living your whole life and you haven't had a shot at least, if you 30 years old, you should at least in 4 good women that you can name that you probably could have got with. that you kind of either let go away or you just weren't ready. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't, then if you 30 years old and you on the internet bitching talking about all black women ain't shit, and you ain't never met a good black woman, so much so that you feel like you got to lead a country to get a woman, then that means I'm gonna just go ahead and tell you, you probably can't cut the mustard in America, and you probably, I'm just me. See, this is why I say I believe in black love, right? Because brothers, this is the way it works, American, right? So if I want to run a business, I got family. I got a mom in America. Hey, what's up, Naima? I got a mom in America. I got a family here and stuff like that. If I want to go to a foreign country and get me a foreign woman, I'm going to still want to bring that woman back to America. That's just me. And you're like, well, man, that's a mistake. Well, if that's a mistake, that means that you really just taking advantage of your American citizenship. She's not really fucking with you because she want to be with you. Because if a woman is your wife and she's going to be the mother of your children, that means, to me, this is why I said love. It's okay to love. Because then if that woman love me and she love whatever, some guys say they'd rather have a woman respect them, whatever the fuck you feel like the arrangement should be. I'm not finna get into all that. The point I'm trying to make is, whatever, I believe in relationships. So when you get that relationship set up in its proper order and that woman respects you as a man, as a leader, and she respects you, I take that woman any damn well. I take her ass anywhere. She could be around professional athletes, celebrities, and I ain't got to worry about now one of them motherfuckers taking my woman. That's how I feel. If I'm in a relationship when I'm with a woman, I'm that fucking confident. And I give woman room. I ain't finna be chasing your ass. I'm not finna handcuff you. I'm not finna watch you. That's me. If you the type of woman that's gonna be out here batting your eyes, because I'm in Atlanta, you at the club batting your eyes in some celebrity's face because you ain't used to attention, then you don't need to be with me. And I cut your ass loose. But see, you're the fool as a man if you give this woman your heart and you haven't vetted her. Once a woman has truly been vetted, man, look, man, if a woman get pregnant, let's say I move to the whatever country, I get a woman pregnant. She bringing her ass to America. We raising my child here. I want my child right with me. That's how I am. That's how I'm built. You know what I'm saying? Thanks, guys. Let me get some likes. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I have a child, I'm not finna let her raise my child way over in Africa and I'm in America. You know what I'm saying? Because then that means you some absentee ass father and your child being raised in the house without you. That is dysfunctional, people. Black men, that's dysfunctional. If anything, even if you're not together, at least try to live in the same city with your child. At least try to do that. Make that effort. See what I'm saying? But see, this is the thing now. We make all excuses as to why it's okay for a guy to have a child being raised in Africa and you visiting once or twice, 6 months out the year he got a dad. If you're lucky. 3 months out the year, 2 months out the year he got a dad. The rest of the time he got to see his dad through a damn cell phone. See, this is the mentality. You see what I'm saying? So these guys are like, oh, man, don't bring her back to America because she gonna get westernized. That mean that woman ain't fucking with you. Because a woman that's fucking with me that got my back, and I'm not trying to say this like guys, and you guys, maybe you guys hadn't been in like this in a relationship with a woman. You get to a point, it's past sex, it's past, like, I mean, you get so deep into it with a person to where it's like, and I know this is gonna sound real fucked up, that person can sit on the stool and be shitting, you sitting there talking to them. They got the door open, you in there, like that type of deep with it, really, like with all the guards are down and you are completely naked and vulnerable, and that person is who she knows who she is. That's a woman who you can take any fucking where. That's a woman who you can go to hell and back with. See what I'm saying? If you hadn't had that and you still dating a woman who don't even want to burp around you, you know what I'm saying? Then you ain't vetted her ass. I don't give a fuck if you do fly to Africa. I don't give a damn if you fly, because women in these foreign countries are selfish than a motherfucker. They might go fix your plate. They'll do that. They'll be a lot more feminine in certain areas there. But then that's about it. That's all I would give them. That don't mean they're gonna have better character. See, what we're talking about is character. We're talking about a woman. See, and I don't know boys in his situation with his woman, whatever worked for him, that's him. See, because everybody relationship as a man, look, man, I ain't the one gonna be holding his ass at night. You see, he want a woman. And brothers, we can't get him that. He needs a woman. So if he wants to choose this woman, and this woman is gonna float his boat, shit, he like it, I love it. And so when I hear all this negativity about brothers that's willing to go out and get in a relationship, be with a woman, so hey, cool. I think, man, I ain't lying, man, like the music done changed. I think we in a different paradigm right now. Even our fucking music, like, dude, it wasn't nothing for me back in the day. I used to go to the club. We'd go out in the club, right? I wasn't really no dance type nigga, you know what I'm saying? Unless we talking about some booty music, so anybody can move them hips, right? But, you know, it would be times I go to the club and they playing slow songs and you walking up to the girls, and when the last time we seen some shit like that? You see, you got to understand social engineering. We have been programmed. Like the black man and the black woman is in such, I think the word is enmity. Like we really are at war with each other to where we hate each other for no fucking reason. And sometimes I have to unplug from the internet because that shit'll soak up in my spirit. I'd be having vitriol with a woman or some shit. Like I'm like, damn, sister might be joking or laughing. What you mean? What you mean? You know, like we get sensitive and shit because you've been listening to these damn red pill ass videos. They're very entertaining. These guys make some very compelling points, but that's the thing with intelligent people. You can have two people on opposing sides of an argument. If they're both intelligent, they can both make sound arguments that make sense from both angles. This is why you got black women that make these videos saying black men ain't shit. And you got black men that make videos that say black women ain't shit. And if you're a fair person, you'll say they both sound like they got a point. You know. So what that tells you is maybe it's good to just unplug and live life, man. Live your fucking life, black man. You know what I'm saying? Live your life. Go out here, man. Walk up to a beautiful woman, talk to her, have a conversation. Live, man. And if you can't, and when you get a woman and she a good woman and you feel like you're ready, man, have the courage to step up if that's what you want to do. If that's what you're ready to do. I'm not trying to force you. But if that's what you're ready to do, man, don't let nobody shame you about loving no damn woman, man. Motherfuckers is out here shaming black for trying to love women, man. Like, damn near, like, I'm like, what we gonna do? Just sit at home and jack off all day? Because half these people that's up on YouTube, you better believe they're at home taking care of themselves every day, 4 and 5 times a day. You know what I'm saying? You that damn miserable. You ain't finna move to the foreign countries that you claim you want to live at, right? So what you gonna do? You scared to talk to women, and then when you talk to them, if it don't work, you gonna blame that on her nasty attitude. She might not be in the mood that day. She might be going through shit. A woman, this is one thing I counted that helped me when it came to walking up to a woman. Understand that throughout her day, she's not thinking if she bad. Now, if you talking about a cold ass dime that ain't, unless she's eyeing you and giving you the eye, which that does happen sometimes when she looking at you and she think you nice looking. But if she's not, that woman is minding her business, going about her day. She ain't got, so when you walk up, you trying to break her out of her pattern of her day and get her to focus in your energy and in your lane. That takes a skill, that takes time, and that takes experience. You're not gonna just be able to go up to a woman and do that often. That's why I told you going to a nightclub ain't the best place to do it. Because a lot of times they'll be like, well, I'm going out with my girls. They don't think, I hate to say it, they don't. They just go with their girls. I'm like, girl, okay, you out with your girls, but look at what you got on. Look at your hair. You look like a piece of cotton candy. You look delicious. So I'm sorry, forgive me for being like a moth attracted to a flame. Like I'm gonna be attracted to you. So I'm gonna walk up to you and I'm gonna try to talk to you. So especially if you're dealing with an immature child who doesn't know how to talk to a man, she gonna talk to you like you ain't shit. Like I've seen chicks say, get the fuck out my face. I done seen chicks do that. So you got to be strong as a man. See, that's masculinity. You see what I'm saying? And one thing I'm gonna do with my son is I'm definitely gonna tell him that. And I'm actually probably take him to the mall and say, hey, we're going to go in the mall. I'm going to do it when he's younger, because when you get older, ego creeps in and he'll be scared. When he's young, like when he's 8, 9, 10, maybe not 8,
Yeah, I think maybe yeah, 8, 9. You because as a kid, I wasn't scared of nobody. I walk up to anybody and say anything as a kid, you know. But that's the best time because you teach them certain principles. My dad ain't teach me none of that. You know, God rest his soul. He taught me a few valuable things that I respect him for doing it. But he never talked to me about women like that. You know what I'm saying? And I do think, guys, that we have to live our lives. We're not living. We're living through YouTube. We're living through people that we respect. People are fans of people. I see that. You know what I'm saying? Like I was on O'Shea place yesterday, O'Shea's channel yesterday, and he had a video called "Stop Blaming the White Man." That's what he named the video. And Taz was in there, and I read the comments. I was like, people just are fans of people. It doesn't make a difference. Somebody could come with pure, hard, cold facts about certain things, and people will still agree. Like with Tariq, don't make no difference what you say. You go into Tariq's section or Jason Black and listen to what man. People are fans of people, man, and it's okay. I mean, I'm guilty of being a fan sometimes too. I'm human, man. I'm human. You know what I'm saying? I ain't perfect. I ain't got all the answers. I ain't saying I don't have favorites of people that I find I'm more drawn to their ideology because I do. I have plenty of people like that I'm like that with. But at the same time, I do think that black men, bro, we got to live our lives, man. We don't live. A lot of us don't. We don't. You can't live through the internet. You can't live through Facebook, Instagram. You got to get off your ass. And you got to go up to a woman. And if you want to go to a foreign country, your ass got to move to that country and learn the language. Don't be lazy. See what I'm saying? I'm not saying don't get a woman from a foreign country. But what I'm saying is it's almost like we just got to automatically assume that the woman is going to flip on you and turn and be this evil bitch, right? I'm like, well, shit. He been dating, he been knowing this woman 20 some years. I think he pretty much knows that woman. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's it. What's up, Erica? What's up, man, Erica? But like I said, man, I just see a lot of guys that be like beating down other black men for saying they love black women. Shit, I can't have nothing but a sister. Nothing but love them to death. That's all I want. American. Sorry. I feel like I'm gonna lose subscribers for saying that. If I say I love American black women, I will lose subscribers. What's wrong with that? You know what I'm saying? You should be able. Oh, okay. You on a plane? Damn, I didn't know you could do this on a plane. Well, you do got the internet, yeah. But like I'm saying, like you will lose subscribers if you say, "Hey, man, I love black women." Oh, you simp ass nigga. You a simp, nigga. You giving these women an out. You are part of the gynocracy. You are helping to destroy the black community. Damn, just because I love black women. I didn't say I support a black woman that's out here doing some fuckery. I call them out. Y'all see me on my channel. I call black women out in a minute. But I can also say that I've met a lot of good, cool sisters that are good women. They exist. And I think that if you ask the average level-headed woman that ain't on YouTube with a vendetta, if you meet her out and about, do you know some good brothers? Yeah, I know some good brothers. I know some cool people, good people. You know what I'm saying? I might be in a relationship, but if I was single, I would have talked to this guy or that guy, and it's not always a damn thug. You know what I'm saying? We got to stop it. See, because I'm going to tell you what you'll find if you get off your ass and get off the internet and go live your life. Thugs don't always win. I'm telling you that shit now. With God love. Look, a thug is not going to win every time when it comes to getting a woman. Every woman don't want a nigga that she got to worry about getting shot, or she got to worry about he doing 20 to life. She got to worry about, you know what I'm saying? She don't want that. There are some women that prefer a regular, clean-cut guy, but he might have some swag or stuff. And swag is something that you kind of develop on your own. I dress, wear nice stuff, work, have nice bodies, know how to dress and show their bodies. And like I talked about the other day, you know what I'm saying, about being a man and being one of those type of guys that you can bring that sort of energy to a situation where you exude sex and confidence to a woman, but you ain't no killer. You ain't no dope boy. I ain't got my pants hanging off my ass. I might wear slacks and a polo. But that don't mean a woman don't like what she see. See what I'm saying? That don't mean a woman won't look at you and be like, damn, he wearing that polo wearing him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have women say shit like that. So it's not just like that. We got to stop it, man. We got to live. This is a key. Man, you might lose your channel. Some things, guys. So what do you say? Some of these things guys say that don't date black women, don't live near them. So what is their experience? True. A lot of guys living in certain places like Colorado and shit, man. How many sisters you got that if you're living in Seattle, Washington, you might be a little jaded when it comes to black women because you might see some dusty black women. It just depends. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on where you at. Lots of men hate on black men who say they love their women. There are a bunch of women haters out here. That's it, man. Look, guys, it's a lot of shit. Like I said, I will come on my channel and turn around tomorrow and make a video saying black women, like I talked about the women with the Floyd Mayweather video. And Miss Jackson, and she talking about he should have got her in a 5-star film with Denzel or something, so I went off on that. And April Jones, Omarion Baby Mom. It's some women out here that you need to stay away from, right? And we need to be, as men, we need to be mindful of that. But it's almost like we act like there isn't an art and skill to dating and sifting and vetting people. But once you vet somebody to where y'all have a bond that's so strong that you ain't worrying about no nigga taking your woman. Guys, if you in a relationship with somebody right now and you trust and you know that you can trust them beyond a shadow of a doubt, that's it. Not to say that they're not a person that they won't screw somebody. I mean, it can happen. I'm not saying it's impossible. But what I'm saying is when you get with a person and y'all get to a certain level where, like I said earlier, I know this is a bit uncomfortable, but where that woman don't even try to be cute no more, where she in the bathroom shitting, she might I got gas, like that type of shit. That's when you know you guys have a real bond. You have something real. And that's a woman who you ain't got to be worrying about that shit as much. Not to say that you know what I'm saying? And then me, I'm the type of guy, I'm so easy to cheat on. I'm very easy to cheat on. I tell the truth. I'm very easy. If a cat come up, hey, because I had a woman would say stuff like, this guy came up here and he said it. Oh, okay. You ain't mad? No. What am I get mad for? He just being a man. He just doing what niggas do. Trying to holler. Well, he saw you in the car. Like, so? What niggas do? I guess he think he more man than me. Whatever. That's what men do. I ain't even mad about that shit. Nigga ain't got to compete with your ass. If she dumped me, I'm not saying I won't be upset. I'm not saying I won't be hurt or nothing like that. But in the long run, because I have been dumped, I have been hurt. Guess what happened? I picked myself up and I got back out there. See what I'm saying? Eventually. It didn't take, I've been hurt. I had a girl was sleeping around and all. I done had all that, man. I done had it. I done had women that try to use me for money. I done had it. And then I pull myself back together and I get back out there in the game. Then I meet somebody and I be like, what the hell was I thinking with this other chick? That's how it be. Man, this is, I'm not telling you some shit. I won't, like I'm trying to put on a facade like I'm perfect and I got all the answers. But just understand that this is YouTube. People are giving us what they want us to see. You get what I'm saying? I'm just telling you, man, it's okay. It's nothing wrong to love black women because that's all I want. I don't want no white woman. I don't want no Asian. And if you go lead the country, I'm not shaming brothers that lead the country because I'm guilty of that shit. I used to do it all the time. But I learned a lot. See, I spent a lot of time overseas. I ain't just go once or twice a year and then come back and brag and talk shit about America. They so much better than y'all. I didn't do that. You can tell somebody that's just not starting to stamp their passport because they talk so much shit. You know what I'm saying? About America, about the women. That's somebody that ain't never been nowhere. When you've been somewhere and you see, damn, I took this chick, we went to the club and we was in Uganda, we was in Kampala, we was in Addis Ababa, we were in Santo Domingo, Sao Paulo, and she brought her friends and she's selfish as hell and she did this and she did that. Then you starting to realize, damn, they people. These are human beings we talking about. And what guys are doing, a lot of guys and some women too, they're projecting angelic characteristics on people that don't deserve them. You treat people on an individual basis. I'm not gonna let my experiences from a woman who cheated on me treat the next woman like shit. You know what I'm saying? I done been dogged out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not shaming them brothers for going overseas. I get it. I'm not shaming them. So don't think that I'm shaming them. I'm just saying, if you're not gonna do the work, you should be shamed. If you lazy and you want to move to the foreign country, you want to learn, you don't want to learn the language, right? You want to be lazy, halfway learn the language, go over there for 2 weeks, nigga, you just finna be buying some coochie. That's what you finna be buying some coochie. Prostitutes. What you finna do? You're not really getting to, if you're gonna try to go to these foreign countries, get off your ass, move over there, learn the language. Don't date nobody. Learn the language. Because them women over in these foreign, especially them Latino women, will game me shit out your ass. They will have a dude around you and tell you he their cousin, that's their husband. And the husband will whoop her ass if she ain't fucking you. Like this is what we can't understand these people in these foreign countries. I've seen situations like that where the girl works in a whorehouse and the husband, she don't want to work in there, and the husband will whoop her ass all the time, going off on her. Go to the whorehouse. Because she come back and make $70 in a night. That's more than they make in a week. You know what I'm saying? They might make $25 a week. She making $70 in a night. These people like, oh, hell, go get that money. And see, them dudes ain't like us in these foreign countries. They not. These dudes will sit there and laugh and joke with you, and then she be, oh, that's my brother, Jorge. That's her husband, nigga. That's her boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? This is the type of stuff. That's why I said, if you're going to travel, understand that it's game. It's game. It is. You got to know how to fight through that shit. And a lot of these chicks are selfish as hell when they see an American coming. They make her ass at you. I done lost some thousands. I'm going to be honest. I done spent money and go out, and next thing you know, I'm paying for 3 and 4 bottles and shit. I'm like, how the fuck? Now, nobody asked me shit. They just buying, they getting bottles. That's how they do. Oh, I got an American. Like, I done seen them talk shit. And when I started figuring out halfway what they were saying in Spanish, they would be talking my folks right in their face, laughing at them. This idiot. You know what I'm saying? They call them chop your doors. They'll make her ass at you. This is the type of stuff we have. So, brothers, it really ain't no shortcuts, man. You either gonna do the work here or you're gonna do the work over there. But you're gonna have to do the work. And black women, it's the same. See what I'm saying? You have to get out your own way. You have to get in the gym and you got to get out your own way. Because a brother may not be exactly what you think he needs to be in all areas. That still may be a good man. You know what I'm saying? What's up, y'all? What's up? As much as I talk about the matriarchy, I tell guys you should always keep the door open for a good black woman. Avoiding all black women is toxic in itself. It is. Women, man, let me tell you something. Like I said earlier before you guys got on here, I had a chick, real cool. I'm with somebody now that's great. But what I'm saying is, when I was young, I had somebody that smothered me. But if I saw her today and she did the exact same thing, I'd have been crazy about her. Crazy about her. But back then, I was like, oh man, she's smothering me. God dang, this chick won't let me go. She calling me all day, every morning, calling me to pray with me. She wanna call me, pray me to sleep. She wanna come, she wanna do this, she wanna do that. I was like, man, this girl ain't giving me no time, no rest. She was crazy about me. You know what I'm saying? I was too immature at that time. I couldn't appreciate a woman who was coming hard. When I say coming hard, like if somebody said something about me, she ready to go off on me. Like she got into it with somebody because they said something about me. This is the type of woman she was. And I ain't studying her. You know what I'm saying? But I also had a chick I was talking to that wasn't shit at Tuskegee. You see what I'm saying? It happens. But I mean, man, you got to get out there, black man. You have got to get out there and live and experience life. You have got to get out there and handle your business as a man. Because what's going to happen is we getting out here and time is slipping away and you losing some of the best years of your life because you buying into somebody's ideology who done lived their life, who done been through the shit. And what you not going to get is they shortcomings where they fucked up. See what I'm saying? That's not what they're gonna tell you. See, they gonna say these black women this and this woman this, and she got me on child support, and she did this and she did that. He ain't gonna tell you where he fucked up. And it's the same with these women. My daddy, my baby dad ain't shit. He this, he that. Da, 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 da. And she ain't gonna tell you, well, like shit, you don't even want to let him see his child. You know what I'm saying? When he tried to come around and you saw a chick in the car and lost it, you gonna make a video talking about that. You just gonna say black men ain't shit. You see what I'm saying? It's the same with these dudes. These dudes be around here like, well, you fucked her cousin, dude. Like, what you expect? Like, y'all was in a relationship, you fucked her cousin, or you fucked her best friend. But you're not gonna make that video. It's just that black women ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? I just, like I say, man, I just want y'all to live your life. I love black people for real. So what I'm saying is I love both of y'all, black men and black women. Of course, no homo on the man. You know what I'm talking about. And what I'm saying, guys, is, man, it's okay, man. Boyce proposing to his woman is fine. I was happy to see that. I'm pulling for Boyce. I'm sorry. I'm pulling for the man. I hope they have a successful marriage. And if they have kids, I hope they raise them kids and they become rich as hell. And that man leave a legacy. That man been talking about legacy for the last 20 years. He deserved to be happy. That's what he deserved. And if she make him happy, who am I? And who are we on the internet to condemn this man and talk shit about this man? If him and her got their inner workings of their relationship, I don't know what the fuck they saying to each other when they in the bed holding each other at night. The shit that's what matter. What's being said at that time? Because obviously Boyce must have felt like she had his back enough to do that. He been knowing her for 26 years. I know Boyce done some things that he has some real simp tendencies on his channel with some of the stuff them women be saying on his channel. I get that shit off, wouldn't be my channel with some of the stuff they be saying. But you know, now when it comes to his relationship, that I can't just project that shit on him. I have to let him come out. Exactly, Erica. Erica said they've been dating a long time. I'm just saying, I can't project my thoughts and my feelings onto his relationship, my baggage. That's what we doing. You know what I'm saying? It's almost to the point, like I say, I'm scared to come out here and say, if I say, hey man, I love black women, I'm scared. I'm scared if I make that video, somebody might make a reply video, Sub-Zero3639 is a simp. That nigga said a video where he said he loved black women. These bitches is out here destroying the black community. This gynocracy, this. And I'm like, wait a minute, bro. Like, shit. Hold up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Take everything into context. We don't do that. We'll take just a snippet of what somebody says and call them all types of names and shit like that. Like I got cussed out in the comment section yesterday from a couple of key YouTubers because I was challenging black people on their apathy academically. I said, hey, this is a gaping hole in our community that we might need to fill. And they started talking about white supremacy. I'm like, this has nothing to do with that. I'm not talking about white supremacy. I'm talking about the fact we spend 30 minutes a night on homework that kind of fucks us up when you're trying to get into math and sciences. That's probably why over half of our PhDs in education, that's probably why we're left behind academically. That's probably why we haven't been involved in Silicon Valley to a real extent. Because if you do 30 minutes a night on average on your homework and your Asian and African and Jewish counterparts putting 2 and 3 hours in, you will be left behind. And just because I said that, I was all types of fuck niggas and bitches. And you see what I'm saying? The internet is not reality. It's not. Because those were real hard facts and nobody, I ain't trying to be funny. I just don't think, I believe there is a such thing as white supremacy. But also, we got some cultural issues we need to fix. And just, you know, conversely, I feel like when it comes to this internet and it comes to dating and black love, it's real. There's a such thing as love. You brothers, let me tell you something. You can find a black woman in America that will love your damn dirty draws, have your back. I don't give a damn if y'all on food stamps. Yeah, I done had one. My son's mother was with me when I was struggling on food stamps. I was on food stamps too. I have a confession to make. I was on food stamps for 6 months. I went down there one time and got on them. Unemployed, no money, struggling, studying to get in the industry that I'm in now. She was holding the bills down. See what I'm saying? This is the type of stuff that you guys have to kind of, man, you got to hash your own life out. But a lot of y'all is lonely as here's some lonely ass black men out here on this internet too. Don't think it went unnoticed. It's a lot of lonely ass dudes that's at home with the lotion and the Vaseline, and you might need to say, hey, it's Friday night. Let me get off my ass. Quit assuming every time I see a black woman with a fat ass and a pretty face, she's a bitch. Let me go up to her and talk to us. Let me smile. Let me see what happens. And you might get dissed 8 out of 10 times, but them 2 times you don't. That might be the woman you can be with, man. Like, it don't take but one, man. It don't take but one good woman. And a lot of times, another thing you guys got to look at too, a lot of y'all probably dating above your pay grade. I'm sorry. A lot of people are out here dating above their pay grade. A lot of people are out here trying to date dimes, and they probably need to be dating a 7 or 8, which still is a bad woman. Yeah, I done seen some beautiful 7s and 8s. I have. You know what I'm saying? You probably trying to date the Beyonce, and you might need to get you somebody else. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say Kelly Rowland. I think Kelly Rowland look better than Beyonce, actually. But I'm just saying, you need to get you somebody, you know what I'm saying, that's she pretty, but she ain't the most glamorous woman in the world. You know what I'm saying? But she actually, y'all got chemistry. Let me tell you something, man. I've had chemistry. I've actually had conversations with females, and that chemistry would be so damn strong you can cut it with a knife, almost to the point where we both kind of look at each other like, damn. Like we can almost finish each other's sentences. Why? Because that woman got the same ancestry. She understands my language. She's from the same, you see what I'm saying? We from the same people. Say what you will about a woman from a foreign country. Y'all different. Ain't nobody was there with you through Jim Crow, sundown towns, slavery, you know what I'm saying, civil rights, Black Panthers. 70% of the Black Panthers were black women by 1972, I think. See what I'm saying? Black women, they done been there. So obviously that energy is still in our community. So when you meet a black woman, there are sisters that you will meet, and that chemistry is ridiculous. And y'all know what I'm talking about. When you don't talk to somebody, you just could feel this magnetism, like y'all just pull into each other. But maybe she might be cute, but she ain't the glamour that you want. She ain't at the level. She ain't the dime. Maybe she's just a 7. Or maybe she the 7, but you know what, man? She do her hair, she do this, she do that. She can stop us. Guys, it's a lot of diamonds in the rough out here. And the same goes for women. Sisters, it's brothers out here that you sat down and talked to, and you seen it, you'd be like, damn, he's a very interesting guy. Every time you see him, y'all wind up talking 3 hours about politics, about life. It's some smart ass brothers on this internet. Just go listen to these guys' channels. These brothers is smart than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? These dudes is deep as hell. I'm like, damn it, ain't nothing I can't talk to this brother about, and he don't know something about it. You know what I'm saying? Just about any brother on the internet, you name just about any subject, he gonna have something to talk about. He gonna know something about it. Historically, he's gonna know everything. Brothers like that, man, that's women. Let me explain, and women know this. Women, the way you are wired, a lot of y'all are wired. A lot of y'all are sapiosexuals, but you're trying to hide it. Stop fighting that shit. You want a guy who has super intelligence, because this is the 21st century, and where we are heading, and the shit that is up on the horizon for us as African Americans in this country, you gonna need a brother that has critical thinking skills, who can think critically. You don't need no damn big ass brute. You know what I'm saying? You need a guy who can think critically, who can think quick on his feet, who is not quick to fly off in his emotions, who's logical. You know what I'm saying? He might not be 6, he might be 5'10". He ain't 6'11" or 6'4", 6'5". You know what I'm saying? A couple of things. I'm not saying compromise, but I just think that a lot of people, as I said a few minutes ago, you date above your pay grade, which makes you bitter, because you're gonna get treated like shit. And I'm guilty of it. I've dated above where I was. Because if you're not there, look, man, you could be at a certain level and then you can improve it. See, I'm one of the few guys on YouTube that believe you can go up about 2 points. In most cases. I believe that. If you're a 6, you can be an 8. If you're a 7, you can be a 9. I believe that because you can improve your knowledge and you can improve your body, which are two things that I think that are really crucial to dating and women, man. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that, you know, if we're willing to do the work, like I made a video last week. Hey, brothers, do the work. When you do the work, you can, you know, get past a lot of your shortcomings and also be patient. Cause I mean, if you're out here and you single, you trying to talk to somebody, sometimes women are in a mood. That's just how women are. You know what I'm saying? I've had women that I wound up being in a relationship with and they was crazy about me. We was crazy. But when I first met her, she gave me an attitude. But I was cool. I had women, I meet them, they try to say something smart. I sit there, yeah, hey. And then she like, damn, he didn't get ruffled. He, you know, and then later on, when we laying in the bed, she like, you know, when I met you and I said this and said that, and you just sat there and you just looked at me, you just so calm and just like, yep. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna get ruffled over that bullshit. Okay, I'm sorry, I apologize. I say so, I apologize. So you know, hope you have a good day. And walk off. You know what I'm saying? Yep, this is about boys. But I just, like I say, guys, like I said, let's let people love, man. Let that man live his life. That woman, look here, man, if they married and that woman is his wife, she there till his heart stop, and she love on him and love his kid, who the hell are we to call this man a simp just because he cried when he had proposed to the woman? Black men, it's okay, he got emotions. Okay. You know what I'm saying? He said the woman, I mean, she has his back. Obviously, he feels that way. He could be wrong. She could cheat on him. She can kill him. I don't know what she can do. But who am I to come and try to project my own personal silly hangups into that man's situation? All black love situation. We are destroying black love on the internet. I'm just going to go and say it. We are. It's a lot of people that's pulling, and there are people, certain people who I will not name, but there are certain people who are pulling against. They don't want us to be together. They don't want the black man and the black woman to come together. They stop just short of saying it. And they pulling against the black woman. They hope the black woman is single and can't never get a man. They hope that the black man flies overseas and go see and raise his kids through the same cell phone. They want this shit. And I think that shit is evil. That's what I think. I think that is evil. I think it is destroying black love. And you cannot have a strong community when you have shit like that going on. They want black women with vibrators and shit like that. That's what they want. Or they want you with a white man, white woman. They want us to breed out and breed our damn genes to the point where we come 100 years from now, you ain't gonna be able to tell who our ancestors are because they lily white. That's what they want. They want us to go away, man. I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? But the YouTube is fostering an environment where black love is being destroyed. And the fact that I can't go on a hangout, I'm probably safe on my channel, but if I go on certain channels, I know I'm in a hostile environment, and I'll be every type of name under the sun. Because all I'm saying is, hey man, you know, it's okay to love a black woman. It's okay to say you love a black woman. It's okay to say you love American black women. I kind of cringe when I say that. I'm gonna tell the truth. I do. There's something in me that's scared to say I love American black women. I don't know why. You know, I know what it is. It's programming. That shit done seeped into my damn DNA. To say I love American black women. If you say you love American black women, you the biggest damn simp. You part of the problem. You rewarding these women for the fuckery. No, I didn't. So, let me get this straight. I get a woman who loves me, is willing to have my back, whether I got $50 million or I got $50. She'll let me drive her car when I ain't got no damn driver's license or some shit. She'll let me, you know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't sex. This ain't got nothing to do with fucking now. This way past fucking. See what I'm saying? And that's why I say we got a lot of young people on here, because older people know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, I done a lot of fucking in my day. Trust me. I don't even care about that shit no more. Like, I don't care. I just don't care no more. Maybe I'm just getting older. My testosterone's dropping, I guess. I don't care. Or maybe it's just wisdom and I don't care. Because I can get down, believe that. But what I'm saying is, I just think there's a lot of people that want us to not be together with black women. And I think that, you know, it's okay to love a black woman. I just believe that. There are too many public examples of it turning out bad and divorce at worst and both partners cheating at worst. Yep. So what's that mean? So we gonna just not date, or we gonna just have to go? So what's the choices? You know what I'm saying? So let me say this, guys. I'm gonna say this. I believe the divorce rate is deceptive, because I'm gonna say this. I've said this 1,000 times. I don't care what nobody say. I think women's sexual liberation. See, y'all done took me there, but I got to go there. The women's sexual liberation has caused marriages level numbers to drop and infidelity to spike. Okay, we are an over sexualized society. Women, you think it was good for you to get all this sexual freedom to be able to show your ass and your coochie. Like, I saw this chick laying on her back. She had on some tights and she got her leg. I ain't see her face. She got her legs cocked all the way up in a V, right? And she got on tights and the coochie lips just grabbing the tights. Oh, I guess that's the thing now. To show your coochie lips grabbing your tights. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what they doing now. When you can see that as a man, whew, that's hard. You know, in every type of way. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That's a hard one now. That's like, damn. Lord have mercy. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there, ooh, she got a fat. You know, that's how guys are. That's how our mind works. Women know this, right? So I'm saying this to say that the reason I say the divorce numbers are deceptive is because it's not like every time somebody get a divorce, you got a man and a woman who both went in and gave it their all, didn't cheat, and it just fell apart. No, somebody cheated. A lot of times it's probably the guy. I'm gonna say over half. I ain't gonna say every time. Over half. So if you just look at that alone, but what caused that? Sexual liberation for women. That feminism movement did a lot of damage for black, because now it's causing a lot of women to be single. Because the good chaste women that ain't with all that fuckery, that don't want to show their ass, they can't compete with that shit. Not that they can't, but they don't want to show their butt and their ass on them. So you're gonna be single, because you got to compete with women like that. At least when you're younger. Now when you get older, guys wise up after they got burned a couple of times. They're like, you know what? I don't care about that. Not that I don't want a beautiful woman, because we all do. That's not gonna change. Not that we don't want a thick woman. Not that I don't want to see them types of pictures. I do, just not on the internet. But at the end of the day, I think that causes a lot of damage. I do. I think that's an issue. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think that's it, man. The sexual freedom of women has caused more damage to this society than talking about women would if they really looked at it like that. A lot of women don't. A lot of women, no, it's okay. So you can have a slut walk, and you wonder why niggas ain't finna get married, right? So you finna tell me you finna be out here sucking dick, giving up coochie, and no strings attached? Oh, you strong and independent, and you gonna pay the bills? See, because back in the day, a man, in order to get some coochie and get some head and get all that, he had to go and get up as a sharecropper, a carpenter, and get off his ass and go out there and work, and then at night he can get that oochie coochie on. He got him 16 babies. See what I'm saying? Them days over. Now, because the man has got to, now he going to women like, I don't need you for that. I don't need you for that. I got money. I make money. I'm this. I'm that. Okay. One of the most primal things we need as men is to feel like you need us. Ain't nothing to make you feel good as a man than when that woman call you, hey, I need $50. I'm struggling at my top. Here you go, baby. That shit feel good as hell. Now that's grown man shit to me. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people probably, oh, you a simp. No, I'm talking about providing. If you want a patriarchy, it's got to be a trade-off in that shit. So if you want a patriarchal situation where the woman respects you, then she should be able to come to you and you should be able to provide. And you should feel good about that. And a lot of guys as young men, we don't even know what that shit feel like yet. Because y'all still young, y'all ain't got your shit together yet. When you get older and you get in a certain age bracket and your money get right when you get in your 30s and the 40s and stuff and your 50s, it's different. You know what I'm saying? Because then you with that woman and she, how am I going to pay? They don't worry about that shit. I need a new windshield. Okay, how much? 200? Here you go. That shit, I'm telling you, that's a good feeling for us as men. We need that shit. I realize that. You know what I'm saying? We need that as men. That makes me feel like a man. You know what I'm saying? When I can do that. Not with no dumb chick that's gonna make a ass out of me. Now, see, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying just go take your money and just throw it around like a fool. I'm talking about for that woman that I just described, who y'all way past sex with. It's way past sex. But y'all done connected with each other's minds and spirit. See what I'm saying? Guys, y'all know what I'm talking about. When you done been with a woman hundreds of times sexually, and y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what to do to get it over with in 5 minutes type. That woman. That woman right there. That woman gonna have your back come hell or high water. You can go to jail. She gonna pay bail. That woman. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to go to jail too often, but you get what I'm saying. You know, seems like the very things that are natural for men to do or feel, some consider simping. It's too backwards. Only on the two LOLs. The term is overused. Yeah, I do think real black America. I meet so many people. I talk to people when I go out. I talk to people everywhere. You know how many people I meet that don't know shit about the black manosphere? They don't know that. Now, O'Shea is well known, but a lot of people don't know nothing about the YouTube. They don't know nothing about this shit. Some of these views that some of these people have on YouTube, if I was to talk about them, what? I ain't never heard of no crazy shit like that. That's what people say. When I talk about some of these brothers that say, if you call a woman, I saw a brother make a video the other day, say, if you call a woman and say, hey, how you doing? Let's go get some coffee, and you pay for it, you simping. I kid you not. I saw a guy say it, but the guy probably about 22 years old. He ain't lived enough to know. Bro, you as quality ass woman out here talking about simping, talking about you ain't finna pay for the coffee and you invited her on a date. But there are red pill channels where brothers will tell you that. You know, like this shit done got out of hand, gotten so popular with a lot of, it's a lot of lonely ass young boys out here. You finna get off this channel right now and you finna go jack off because it's Saturday night, you know, you should be out. If you single and you out here talking about, you making posts about how black women are fucked up and it's Saturday, you ain't lived. You can't live through some 65 or not even 65, 35, 45, 55-year-old guy on YouTube who fucked his life over and he refuses to admit his own flaws, right? And then he comes on YouTube and you look at it and he's smarter and more, he got more experience, more crafty. So he's able to poison in a certain way and that shit, and you young and influential and you soak up that shit. And then you don't know that, man, I got to live my life. Because if you live your life and you get out here and you do what you got to do as a man, a lot of times, man, shit will change for you. It says we should be earning enough to live a lifestyle where our wives and partners don't feel the pressure of having to pay bills. That's right. Let her have less stress and use that energy for something important like the kids. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But that's not going to be every black woman you meet. That's not. But brothers, all you need is one woman, man. Like, and I'm sorry, maybe it's me. I've met a bunch of good women. It's either been me or, you know what? The good ones I know got a line of niggas around the corner. Every time she is single, niggas is snatching her ass up in days. Like, I know women like that. They ain't ever got a problem getting a man. Every time, because everybody know when you sit and you talk to them, you know in a minute, like, this chick here, man, she cool as hell. Then I know some good ones who don't get it, they get in their own way. They got a shell up. But you kind of get in situations like a lot of them have shell up, right? And then say you meet them through somebody where they kind of can let their shell down and you really sit down and talk to them and then you can see on the inside and see who she is on the inside, but you like, she got a good heart, she a good girl, but she has this shell up to protect herself. Well, that's a woman that you will have to actually earn her trust. And the way you do that is just with consistency and time, right? And what'll happen is you have to do that. Now, most guys ain't patient enough for that. A lot of guys just want to meet in like a day or two. And some women ain't like that. You can't have it both ways. You know, so you can't have it like, okay, I want to fuck in 2 days, Then I'm looking for a wife. You can't do that. Because if you fuck in 2 days, come on, guys, you know how we wired. Don't give a damn what you say. You sleep with a woman, you ain't gonna feel the same about her ass after 3 days. I know I ain't. Not after no 2 or 3 days. That's a free. If it take, if it 2 weeks, okay. That's normal. Talking on the phone. But if I met you Saturday, talk to you Sunday, Monday we getting it in, something up. You know what I'm saying? Something up. I'm scared, first of all. I probably wouldn't even want to talk to her. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna read that bottom comment. I don't want to start no damn war. But like I say, man, guys, get y'all ass off YouTube, man. Go live. You know what I'm saying? Go walk up to a few women, smile, talk to them, engage them, get to know them, ask them to talk about themselves. Women do the same. Women, let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell y'all something because this is a big one. This is a major one that I've never heard nobody talk about this. Statistically, if a woman walks up to a guy and says, "Hey, how you doing?" and starts the conversation, and those relationships actually wind up in marriage, the chances of that relationship winding up in marriage almost triple. Because usually, the way it probably works, the guy that's out here just walking up to women, most men are shy, right? A lot of women are shy. Like I go to the gym, like I said, I might see a woman with this big ass and pretty face, and don't nobody say nothing to her. If she were to walk up to a guy in that gym and say, "Hey, how you doing?" Da, 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 oh, he on it. Most guys will, oh my God, like, oh, she walked up to me. I know that seems, what's the word? Counterintuitive to the old school message I was just talking about. But what I'm saying is, it's okay to smile. You're not belittling yourself or making yourself seem like a slut or easy by starting the conversation. I don't think that's what they meant, what's meant by the man has to choose and he has to come after you. If you that rigid, you waiting on a man to talk to you, usually the guy that's going to walk up to a woman and is fearless like that probably ain't shit. Probably the nigga you need to run from. Like go in the club, and I know club is, like I said, I don't like clubs, but go in the club and watch the guy that's talking to 6 and 7 women. Look at him, watch. A guy that walks up to this chick, walks up to this chick, walks up to this chick. A guy that gives a shit, tell you what he gonna do. A good guy, I ain't gonna say a good guy, but because I ain't gonna say everybody, that means he's a bad guy. I'm not gonna pull a Derek Jackson, right? But what I'm saying is, I would be weary of a guy who sits there, talks to you, gets your phone number, then goes right 3-4 feet away, talks to another chick, gets her phone number, then goes 3 feet away, gets another chick, gets her phone, and you sitting there like, you gonna feel a certain way. But the guy's gonna sit there and drink his drink and probably not, he's scared to say something to you. That's probably the brother you need to fuck with. But he's scared. You know what I'm saying? He's scared to say something to your ass. Or so if you were to smile and say, "Hey, how you doing?" or just even smile or give him an eye, do something. But that's how you work it, man. That's I'm telling you. That's how women will be successful. You want to choose right. That's how you want to choose. The guy that's not in every woman's face. Or but like I said, I mean, and women try to look at what's really inviting to you. Because like I said, man, for both of us, a lot of times we're dating above our pay grade. And there are people that we have this ridiculous chemistry with, where the shit is damn near ridiculous, where it's almost magnetic. Like y'all drawing to each other. Like y'all got to grab something to stay away from each other type shit. I've had that type of chemistry with women and been like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, even while I'm with somebody, I'd be like, damn, I got to stay away from her ass. You know what I'm saying? Because you got this connection with that person where you feel like, man, that shit is strong. Not like a sexual thing, but just more so your spirit. I don't know, it's weird. Like y'all damn spirits go like a hand in glove. Like just, you know what I'm saying? That if you ain't experienced that, don't be out here talking about black women ain't shit. You don't know. You ain't lived. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you can't describe that and say, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Well, I had one. And then, and that a lot of times will be somebody that's from your culture that you know what I'm saying? That's just real. Good luck on getting a cute black girl to make the first move. Not gonna happen. It'll happen. It's happened to me before. I've had women walk up to me before and they look good. That's what, let me say this, man. I heard C Boogie say this. I actually agree with C Boogie. C Boogie said, guys, everything that's happened to you is not everything that's happened to me. We've come from two different walks of life. The world handles different people different. The world responds to you different than it may respond to me. It's not rare to me. And I'm using it just depends, man. I ain't saying it's rare. I probably, if I'm out like that, shit. Once, at least probably once a month. I don't call that rare. That can happen. You know what I'm saying? But usually when that happens, I'm looking real good. I got my shit together. I'm looking a certain way. Or I'm at a restaurant and I go there and I patronize it all the time and I smile and joke and laugh with everybody. And then one of them will walk up to me and say something like that. But yeah, I've had that happen. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of guys that I know dudes that I've seen it. I've seen women do that. That's it. You gotta have your game and confidence on point. Women may find you attractive, but fear is a turnoff 90% of women. It is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not talking about you personally. I ain't think you was, brother. I know you was just talking about it in general. I always get the 300-pound hollering at me. Yeah, I get that one too. But I'd be nice, man. Even when I put them down, I had one chick, man. I was at a basketball game and she wasn't bad looking. And she came down. It was a hot sauce, like an N1 game. This was years ago. She came down and I was down on the sideline talking to a hot sauce and this dude named Wayne. So she came down. She says, "Don't I know you?" I said, "No, I didn't pick up." I hate to say, I was very like, I didn't know she was trying to holler till after the fact. And she said that like 2 or 3 times. I said, "No, I can't remember. Where you?" Because I'm trying to guess where. And then she, "Don't worry about it." And she just walks upstairs like, "Yo, dumbass, you ain't figured." I knew after about the 3rd time, I kind of figured she was trying to holler. She wasn't a bad looking chick. I just, by the 3rd time, she was already kind of getting upset. Like, "Nigga, don't you see I done threw you this alley-oop?" And she had walked down the stairs, came down. She came off the bleachers. We was at Alabama State. She came off the bleachers and came down and walked up. Now that's happened a few times. Guys, you won't get approached. It's cool. I don't think that's a deal breaker though. It's not a deal breaker. You know what I'm saying? One of the easiest ways I see to get with a woman, and guys, a lot of y'all probably won't want to do this, but if you're a guy and you struggling to find a woman, why don't you invest some money and just pay for a damn matchmaking service? Get through a lot of formalities that you can get through women with kids. You can get through the fat women. You can get through all the things that you feel like you may not like. Not that fat, some guys like that. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but I'm just saying you can get through all the criteria that you yourself may feel like is a deal breaker and kind of filter out a lot of the bullshit. You can. And a lot of these dating services, I met a guy some years ago. I was at Wet Willis in Atlanta when it first opened up over there on Piedmont. And I was just sitting there chilling. And we was talking. And he was like, "Man," what did he say? He was like, we were talking about something. We talking about the game or something. He said, "Man, what you do?" I said, "Yeah, I'm a database developer. I do this, I do that. I work over there in North Cross." At the time I was. "Oh," I said, "Man, what you do?" He said, "Oh, man, I work for Single Atlanta." I'm like, "What's that?" "Single Atlanta." "Oh, it's a matchmaking service, man." "Word?" I said, "Man, that's cool, dude. What's it like?" So I started, man, we got into this like 2-hour conversation. I'm asking him what type of women be coming in there? What's this? What? Man, he said, "Man, I got a bunch of them." He said, "Because a lot of women don't like going to these clubs. They don't like going to these certain environments." He said, "A lot of times I hook up a guy who's shy and afraid to walk up to a beautiful woman. I just hook him up and see what he do is he'll give him the phone number. And then what happened is you'll talk to her on the phone. You already have that mental connection with her already on the phone before you even see her." He said, "By the time you see the woman," he said, "Man, he said, I done got a bunch of people married doing that. Because I look at their personalities, their traits. You got like this big 200 question. He was trying to get me to go on dates for free." He's like, "Man, it ain't about that, man. He said, man, the women pay and you supposed to pay too." He think he was going to charge like $1,200. He said, "But I tell you what, man, you just come in. I didn't have no damn car. I ain't have no driver's license. So I wasn't finna date." But the fact that he said, I was like, damn, man, let me tell you something. Once you get past the formalities of getting somebody's phone number and walking up to them and trying to get past that first impression of what she thinks of you. Once you get past that shit and you get on the phone and you talk to her 3 or 4 times, y'all already kind of got that rapport. She seems cool. You know what I'm saying? Then you meet them out somewhere, you know, and what the matchmaking service does, and I actually respect, they'll put a 7 with a 7 if they feel like they kind of match. You remember how you used to watch what's the dating game, the dating show or whatever it was, or Love Connection? They would always kind of give people the same type of level of people. They wouldn't give you the dime and you a 5. They don't do that. He said, we don't do that. He said, we always pit people in somebody that's around their lane, even around the same income bracket. Because he said, if a woman coming there wanting a guy making 200,000, you say, look, you know, do you want love or do you want to make 200,000? He said, I keep it real with him. Trust me, guys. If you're in a major city, look into it. Women too. But sisters, it's going to be harder for you because a lot of times brothers think they're too fly to go to a damn dating service. They just do. A lot of brothers think they're too fly to go to a matchmaking service because we think we got all the game figured out. We think we the master players. And so I'm a player, man. I don't need to go to no damn dating service for lames. That's what my homeboy told me because I called him. His ass single. He was single. This nigga got 3 kids now. Got burnt. I'm like, you sleeping with a chick at your job, other couple of chicks. Other chick live way down the road. Now he's another chick pregnant. I'm like, man, you probably should have went somewhere and got with somebody that probably more your speed. But see, the matchmaking service will do that. See what I'm saying? You leaving it to chance walking up to somebody at the damn gas station or at the club or in the grocery store. You leaving it to chance. Might be a damn lunatic. You don't know what you're getting. Not to say that matchmaking service is going to do everything, but I'd rather have a 25% level of control than 0. When you you meet somebody out in the street and you just like what you see physically, you ain't got no control over that. She hadn't sat down and answered a questionnaire, 200 questionnaire to see and be vetted and see if she the type of woman that got what you looking for. How she look at the world. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I love Atlanta. Atlanta's a nice, I love living in this city. I don't want to live nowhere else in this country. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to live nowhere else in this city but Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I mean, in the city, in the country. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I done live in Montgomery, Selma, Tuskegee. Now I done visited places like Charlotte and stuff like that. New Orleans, Memphis. I done been to I've been to New York, LA, but don't nothing compare to Atlanta to me. You know what I'm saying? I love this city. Okay, yeah. If you want a more conservative family, man, I miss the hell out of Atlanta. Got another place there. Yeah, yep. Atlanta's a beautiful place, man. Beautiful city. I like the way they designed it. Whoever designed the city, it's very beautiful. Like when you go on the highway, you get on 285, it's beautiful. You get on 85, 75, it's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? So let me read some of these comments. Y'all have Man Crush MCM for single professionals, a Facebook group dating service by Black women. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. But I'm married, but usually it's the big ugly chicks that are bold enough to approach me before I got married. No shame in the game. Hey, here's what it is. You're saying don't talk about how bad Black women are, but if a man has never had a positive experience with a Black woman, how can he speak positively about them? Good question. Why haven't you had let's look at that. So you mean to tell me you've been living in America for 25 years. You ain't had one good experience with a Black woman? Something up. I'm sorry. That I smell something. And that's the thing. And you guys will shame me for just saying, hey man, maybe something up with you. Because you need to tell me you done been through your whole life and you ain't had one good experience with a Black woman. Damn. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of time in women, you know. Well, okay, so first question I'll ask is, what do you look like? Second, I will ask, okay, how tall are you? What's your body type? Third, I'll ask, okay, how do you talk? Like, are you? Some guys don't know how to talk to women. I've seen this out and about. Some guys are so fucking abrasive. I got a homeboy. Every time we go to a restaurant, he winds up getting in an argument with a female. Like, if we go to a restaurant, we was at the U Bar over there on Camp Creek. This chick came in and she joking and laughing, and she was trying to get in our conversation. Me and him were talking. He looked at him, fuck, I mean, damn, don't you see we up there talking? I'm like, man, calm down, man. She just joking. She just playing. You know, some dudes don't know how to talk to women, bro. And the thing is, in their mind, they don't even see that they're abrasive and that they are quick and argumentative and quick to start some shit. See what I'm saying? And women are turned off. I mean, it's a lot of shit you can have wrong with you, man. When you tell me you done went through your whole life and ain't had a positive experience, and I'm just sitting up here on this phone for the last hour telling y'all about hundreds of them I done had. I had plenty of positive experiences with women. Going back to elementary school, third grade, I had women that like me. I don't think like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm 6'2" though. Maybe that's it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't that tall, but I ain't that short either. So maybe if you 5'6", 5'7", maybe you just gotta do the work. Maybe that's it. You know what I'm saying? Never really got what I wanted. Been with women who love me. Been with attractive women, but never with the attractive woman who genuinely wanted to be there. You're a little shit. Brother, I'm gonna tell you like this. I think it's about doing the work. It's something that you have to work on yourself about. I do believe that. You know what I'm saying? If you had your whole life, you never had no woman that you felt like was genuinely loved you for you, then that's something that you got to work on for yourself. Cause you're not gonna feel that. You're not gonna. Let me tell you something. It's gonna feel empty going overseas with getting with a prostitute, or getting with. Not to say that's what you're gonna do, but getting with a woman who you like. Let's be honest. She with me because I'm an American citizen. She feel like I got money. That's what I would feel. Can you find love overseas? Yeah, but you would have to move and learn the language. And if you're not gonna do that, taking a little weekend trip, you're not gonna find real love a lot of times like that. You're just not. That's why a lot of those brothers don't end up getting married like that. Just got on the treadmill doing pull-ups. Hey, that's you doing the right thing, brother. You looking at yourself, you're doing self-actualization. If I go to the bank and I don't get a loan, there are reasons why you didn't get that loan. You didn't have enough tax returns, you didn't have this, you didn't have that. Okay. You need to do this, you need to do that. It's something. You know what I'm saying? If I walk up to women and I'm talking to them and they turning their head sideways, I'm gonna go check my breath. If I'm musty, I'm not saying you, I'm just saying in general. Not trying to travel for women, just chronicling my experiences, always introspective on the matter. That's good. You man enough to at least admit that. Not coming, I'm not shaming a brother for talking about his experiences, but if you're gonna have those experiences with every black woman, then I do think that means that you're probably dealing with some sort of issues that you probably can't see. I've got friends like this that have issues, but they'll talk about black women like a dog. And I'd be like, you sure? You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody in particular. I just know people that I ain't talked to in a long time. But guys I know that are like that will say black women this, black women that. I'm like, well, bro, maybe it's because you this, or maybe it's because you that. Maybe you want to change that. I'm gonna tell you guys something because my battery about to die. I'm gonna tell you this. When I've always felt like I was decent with women. When I flipped that first house and I made that $20,000, my confidence shot through the roof. Like I don't know what it was, man, because I was still living in Alabama. And me and my homeboy, we went up to Atlanta and I went in the mall and I spent like $500, which that was a lot to me back then. I spent $500, bought this nice outfit. I bought me some cologne. I went and got my hair cut. And we went to the spot, man, I felt like $1 million. And I saw this chick over across the bar. And I told my home, I'm finna go get that joker. That's not usually how I feel. I don't talk like that. I said, watch this. That's what I said. I said, watch this. I'm finna go get her. Walked over there, me and her wound up hollering. We was talking to each other for a while. But I walked over, she was beautiful. I walked up to her, named Maria, walked straight at her and got her. Cause I was like, she gonna be mine tonight. Ain't nobody stopping me. Like, that's how I felt. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just unstoppable. Like that's it. And women know that shit. Women know when they wear that dress, she in shape. She, you know, you looking good. You know, you got your heels on, your hair right, your makeup right. You go out. I'm finna shit as much though. I think that needs to be, you know, really talked about. We need to talk about it. We need to make that the norm. Black man, look, kill them. When you go out, let their ass have it. You know what I'm saying? On a first date, first impression. Man, first impressions are everything. You know what I'm saying? What people see and what a person sees in you is important, man. You know what I'm saying? My battery about to cut off, man. Y'all have a good one, man. 5'10", 190, 215 bench, graduate degree, SQL database development, project management shirt. Financial gain together. Don't tell me a woman don't want a husband with all that. Some woman want to marry you. You probably feel like she with you for something else. You don't lead with that. Leave, man. Hit me up, man. Sub03639@gmail. We'll chop up offline. I love to talk about stuff like that. Hit me up. Sub03639@gmail.com. Be blessed. Y'all have a good night.